The beaches of Rio de Janeiro were buzzing. It wasn't just the carnival spirit. World leaders gathered at the G20 summit in 2024. The stakes were high. The world was facing some serious problems. But amidst the handshakes and photo ops, something significant emerged: the Global Alliance Against Hunger and Poverty. This wasn't just another talking shop. It was a call to action. Led by Brazil, the alliance brought together over 80 countries. International organizations, financial institutions, and NGOs joined the fight. They had one goal: to tackle hunger and poverty head-on. The world was watching. Could this alliance be the game-changer we needed? Remember 2015. The world came together and said, let's end poverty and hunger by 2030. They called it the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. It sounded great on paper. Who wouldn't want a world without poverty and hunger? But here's the thing about goals. They're only good if you actually work towards them. And somewhere along the way, things went off track. Life threw a few curveballs. The COVID-19 pandemic hit. Conflicts erupted. Climate change wreaked havoc. Suddenly, that 2030 deadline felt a lot closer, and we were nowhere near where we needed to be. Let's talk about those curveballs for a second. First, the pandemic. It hit us like a freight train, catching everyone off guard. Streets that were once bustling with life became eerily silent. People were confined to their homes, and the world seemed to come to a standstill. It wasn't just a health crisis. The economic impact was devastating. Businesses shuttered, and entire industries ground to a halt. The financial markets were in turmoil, and the ripple effects were felt across the globe. It was an economic earthquake. Millions found themselves out of work, struggling to make ends meet. The unemployment lines grew longer by the day, and the stock market experienced wild fluctuations, leaving investors and ordinary people alike in a state of panic. Millions lost jobs, livelihoods, and hope. Then came the conflicts. Wars and violence erupted in various parts of the world, displacing countless families. People were forced to flee their homes, often with nothing more than the clothes on their backs. Refugee camps swelled, and the humanitarian crisis deepened. Wars and violence forced people from their homes, leaving them with nothing but the clothes on their backs. The scenes of war-torn neighborhoods and desperate refugees became all too common, painting a grim picture of human suffering. And as if that wasn't enough, climate change decided to join the party. The planet's health was deteriorating rapidly. Melting ice caps, rising sea levels, and extreme weather events became more frequent and severe. Droughts, floods, and extreme weather events became the new normal. Crops failed, food prices soared, farmers struggled to cope with the changing climate, and the impact on food security was profound. The world was in a state of emergency. Emergency response teams were stretched thin, trying to manage multiple crises at once. Protests erupted, with people demanding action and accountability from their leaders. The number of people living in poverty and hunger was skyrocketing. Food banks were overwhelmed, and the sight of starving children waiting for a meal became a heartbreaking reality. Makeshift shelters sprang up, but they were far from adequate. The 2030 agenda was slipping through our fingers. The ambitious goals set by global leaders seemed increasingly out of reach as the world grappled with these unprecedented challenges. The need for collective action and solidarity had never been more urgent. Brazil's President Lula da Silva wasn't about to let that happen. Standing on that stage in Rio, he didn't sugarcoat the situation. He called it as he saw it, a global crisis. The world is facing its greatest challenges since World War II, he declared. He spoke about the millions living in poverty, the escalating conflicts, the devastating impact of climate change. But Lula wasn't there to spread doom and gloom. He was there to offer a solution: the Global Alliance Against Hunger and Poverty. We cannot afford to be bystanders, he urged. The time for action is now. His words resonated. The world was listening. Section 5. A bridge between needs and solutions. So what exactly does the Alliance do? It's a question that many people ask, and the answer is both simple and profound. Think of it as a bridge that spans the gap between those who have the means to help and those who are in desperate need of assistance. On one side, you have countries struggling with hunger and poverty. These are places where families go to bed hungry, where children lack basic necessities, and where communities are in dire need of support. They need help, but they don't always know where to turn. The challenges they face are overwhelming, and finding the right resources can be a daunting task. On the other side, you have countries and organizations with resources and expertise. These are entities that have the capability to make a significant impact, but they need to know where their efforts will be most effective. They want to help, but they need to know where their efforts are needed most. They need a clear understanding of the situation on the ground and a way to ensure their resources are used efficiently. That's where the alliance comes in. It serves as a crucial link, bringing together those in need with those who can provide aid. It acts as a matchmaker, connecting those in need with those who can help. By facilitating these connections, the alliance ensures that aid reaches the right places at the right times. No more working in silos. The alliance breaks down barriers that often hinder effective aid distribution. No more reinventing the wheel. By sharing knowledge and resources, the alliance helps avoid duplication of efforts and promotes innovative solutions. The alliance provides a platform for collaboration and knowledge sharing. It brings together diverse teams from around the world to work towards common goals. It's about working smarter, not harder. By leveraging the strengths of various organizations, the alliance maximizes the impact of every effort. It's about leveraging the collective power of the global community to create real, lasting change. Together, we can build a better future for all. Section 6, Sprints 2030, targeting the most vulnerable. The alliance isn't just about throwing money at the problem, it's about strategic, targeted action. They call them Sprints 2030. These are 6 high-impact areas where even small interventions can make a big difference. Think school meals, cash transfers to the poorest families, support for small-scale farmers, programs for early childhood development, access to clean water. These are simple yet powerful solutions that can break the cycle of poverty and hunger. The alliance is focusing on the most vulnerable children, women, and marginalized communities. Because when you lift up the most vulnerable, you lift up everyone. Section 7. Matchmaking, not money management. Here's a refreshing change. The alliance doesn't have its own piggy bank. It's not about creating another bureaucratic funding mechanism. It's about making the most of what we already have. The alliance connects countries in need with donors and technical experts. They share best practices, provide guidance, and help countries access existing funding streams. It's about breaking down barriers and fostering a spirit of partnership. It's about saying, we're in this together. Let's pool our resources, share our knowledge, and find solutions that work. Section 8. United We Stand, Strategic Commitments. The alliance isn't just about talk, it's about action. Countries have made concrete commitments to tackle hunger and poverty. They're pledging to expand cash transfer programs, provide school meals to millions more children, and leverage billions in funding for anti-poverty initiatives. But it's not just about governments. International organizations, financial institutions, and civil society are all stepping up to the plate. They're working together, sharing their expertise and holding each other accountable. The message is clear. We're all in this together, and together, we can make a difference. Section 9. A Global Alliance for a Hunger-Free World. The Global Alliance Against Hunger and Poverty is more than just an initiative. It represents a collective effort by nations, organizations, and individuals who believe in the power of unity and shared responsibility. This alliance is a testament to what we can achieve when we put aside our differences and work towards a common goal. It's a beacon of hope. For many, it symbolizes the possibility of a better future, where no one has to worry about their next meal. It stands as a reminder that even in the darkest times, there is light when we come together. It's a reminder that in a world often driven by self-interest, collaboration and compassion still have a place. The alliance brings together people from all walks of life, showing that our shared humanity is stronger than any division. The road ahead won't be easy. There are countless obstacles that we must overcome, from logistical challenges in remote areas to the complexities of urban poverty. But these challenges are not insurmountable. There will be challenges and setbacks. Natural disasters, economic downturns, and political instability can all threaten our progress. However, with resilience and determination, we can navigate these difficulties. But the alliance has shown us what's possible when we come together with a common purpose. Through collaboration, we have seen communities transformed, lives changed, and hope restored. The 2030 Agenda might seem like a distant dream. The goals set forth are ambitious, aiming to eradicate hunger and poverty, promote sustainable development, and ensure peace and prosperity for all. But with initiatives like the Alliance, that dream is within reach. every step we take, no matter how small, brings us closer to a world where everyone can thrive. Let's work together to create a world where no one goes to bed hungry, where every meal is a celebration of our collective effort and compassion, where poverty is a relic of the past and opportunities for growth and development are available to all, and where every child has the opportunity to reach their full potential. Together, we can build a future that is bright, inclusive, and filled with hope.